cetera. We are planning to have a basketball media day on the 25th next week at noon. So Madison, if you guys have anybody that wants to come by for that, so we'll get more details out. Okay. Coach.
All right, let me start by thanking everyone for coming out again today. Saturday's performance was not what we wanted. We played a very good football team, a well-coached football team in UAB, and the mistakes we made are magnified when you play a good team. And we simply didn't play well enough to win. There's no secrets about that. I think the last 6 weeks have been hard on everyone in our building, everyone in our families, in our program. It's certainly hard for the players and the coaches, but I truly believe this team still cares. I really do. I'll talk more about tomorrow's practice or yesterday's practice in a second, but I think that they're working hard to earn a win. We just haven't been able to put it together. We haven't been able to find a way yet. But I completely believe in this staff. I completely believe in our approach, and I believe in these kids. I believe we're going to keep working, and we'll get this thing turned around. You leave a Saturday and get into Sunday, and you get into game plan mode. This one was a little bit different for our staff because we spent an awful lot of time talking about our roster. But you kind of get into the flow, and you get back on the practice field, and that's the nice thing about it. You don't have time to sulk. And our team came out yesterday and maybe had their best practice of the year, which was really good to see. Cold front came through. It's raining, and we all seem to enjoy playing this game again yesterday, and it was great to be out there and do that. I think the senior leadership we're getting right now from most of our seniors is really good, and I think that our freshman class is phenomenal. I think they're listening to their coaches. I think they're listening to these seniors. I think they're trying to do things the way that they're taught and the way that they're coached to do them. So they're a joy to work with. So those two groups are really keeping us together right now, the old heads and the young bucks that have a whole lot of energy. Talking about the schedule, back on the road for another conference opportunity, playing FIU down in Miami, 7:30 Saturday night against a well-coached Butch Davis team whose quarterback is playing extremely well. And defensively, they've got the leading tackler in the conference. They're 4-2, in first place on their side of Conference USA. So it's a great challenge for us, but it's one that I believe our team is looking forward to. I know we're promised 13 opportunities, and I'm never going to take any of them lightly. And I also know what getting a win this Saturday would do for our team. I know how it would make us feel. And so that's what we're working towards every day this week. On a positive note, we received our trophy yesterday for the Conference USA Academic Excellence, and that's for the semester that ended in December when I first got in, and then the spring semester last year. I think it's a testament to our kids and how hard they're working in class, but it's also a testament to our academic advisors in Julie Griswold and Mike Yakel and all the hours and tears and love that they put into these kids. And I think it's awesome what they've been able to do on a consistent basis, and it's something, a part of our program we will keep going. But again, these guys are working extremely hard on and off the field, and we're working hard to get the results we all want. With that, I'll open it up for any questions. The mindset of the team, it's do everything we can to find a way to get a win, a sense of urgency. Paul Allen passed away yesterday, the former owner of the Seahawks, started Microsoft. One of my favorite quotes that he has, I actually just wrote it down this morning, it's funny. As long as we work together with both urgency and determination, there are no limits to what we can achieve. And so that's what I want our guys to feel. We've got to be together, and we've got to have a sense of urgency. We can't just do the same things. We need more. We need more from the leaders. We need more from the coaches. And we need more from everybody who's going to touch the field for us in any way.
Coach, kind of looking forward to this week's game versus FIU. How are you preparing the players? What are you telling them? You're going to place with a team that's 4-2, so you want to forget about last week from what you have learned already. Just move on. What are you telling them?
Yeah, just that. You have to win, lose, or draw. You got to come out of that one and get ready for the next. And there's a way to prepare, and that's what we've tried to train them, is how to prepare, what that looks like each week, what your process has to be. what you need to watch film-wise on Monday to get ready for Tuesday's practice, how you have to be able to take the install on Tuesday from the classroom where we teach it to the grass. And then the thing that we've struggled to get done, we've actually done a pretty good job getting them to Tuesday and Wednesday. We've got to get these guys to turn it loose and perform on Saturdays. And again, in many cases, I'm not talking about the senior class. In many cases, I'm not talking about the freshman class. I'm kind of talking about those classes in between that we need a little bit more from. We need them to be able to come out and perform on game day, not be scared to turn it loose. You know, trust in their technique, trust in their own abilities, and play this game the way they've proven to us they can. That's why we put them on the field. But they got to do that on game day.
What do you think that is?
Well, we talked about it in here in our team meeting yesterday, and it's something that I can't wrap my mind around. You can't completely understand what this junior class has been through. In their 3 years in Rice football, they've worked 300 days a year. They've worked their butts off, and they've got 5 wins in 3 years. And that stinks. Losing stinks. And so we've got to do a lot of work between their ears with those classes and really get them to understand that we've got to change some things. We've got to change a mindset, and we've got to change a belief system and understand that these things work. You know, there's no coaches in this room that we've been able to put together that have ever had 5 wins in 3 seasons. There's just not. The coaches we brought in are champions. They're winners. They're guys that have done it at every program. And these seniors have seen success. Many of the freshmen were on state championship teams. They've seen success. So those guys in the middle, we got to teach how to win.
So how does that make you feel? I mean, you're also in that same boat.
In terms of?
In terms of 5 wins in 3 seasons, have to change the mindset. How do you do that?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that we're constantly approaching. I think that our strength and conditioning coach, Hans Straub, I've talked a lot about what he does physically, but it's also what he does mentally. And some of the things that he's embarking on with these kids, he made the statement to me, Bloom, I know we've got to get better week in and week out, but when we get to an off-season program, we're going to work on what's between their ears before we touch a barbell. But again, like, we got to live in now. We got to live in trying to go 1-0 against FIU right now. And so it's belief. And honestly, if they can't trust themselves to use the techniques and to perform the way they can, it's my job to take them off the field and give somebody else a chance to see if they can do it on a Saturday for us.
Coach, when you look at how you want to attack FIU, what sorts of matchups are you really going to take advantage of?
You know, we're going to be very specific with our matchups this week because we're trying to get some people some very specified opportunities. Maybe some people that aren't ready to play a whole football game for us, maybe not ready to play 60 plays on offense or defense. So we're going to take what they do best, and we're actually going to insert them in the game. And we're doing that really in all phases. And so we're going to be very specialized. There's not like a true matchup where I say, hey, we are absolutely dominant here. We're going to take advantage of this. You know, they're a very talented defense. I mentioned the linebacker number 3 that's the leading tackler in our conference. I think he's got like 70 tackles on the year. But they've also got a 350-pound nose guard that was a 5-star recruit that they just brought in, you know, from junior college. So they've got talented guys. There's no place that, again, I say we're going to absolutely be able to line up and do this. What we're going to do is we're going to give our guys great answers. We're going to say, hey, this is how this play draws up. And one thing I know about Butch, I remember from when he was at Miami and I was at Florida State, is they're going to line up in defense and they're going to try to dazzle you with dance. They're not going to try to baffle you with BS. I mean, they're going to line up and try to whip you. And so we're going to know where they are. We're going to know what techniques to use, and we got to go execute. Defensively, it starts with their quarterback. We got to get hits on him early and often. That's going to change the game if we can do that. And obviously, we're going to play top down on the back end.
You're preparing for March when they probably start?
We are. Yep, we are.
You feel like this has been a tough stretch of the schedule. It sort of seems like the team started out with the win on a high, and the games were pretty close, very competitive. Now it seems like maybe we're starting to get out of hand. Do you see that in the locker room?
Yeah, so what I would talk about is I think one thing that's getting lost right now is I think, and I'm affected this way too because I spend the most amount of time with offense. I think we're losing the fact that our defense is really coming on. I think in 6 out of 7 games we've dominated special teams. But I think we kind of live and die with the offense maybe a little too much around here. And it's obvious the offense has to get better. And it's gone downhill from an offense that performed pretty well against Houston and in spurts against Hawaii, where we were talking about can we put 4 quarters together, to really being not putting any quarters together in the last 2 games. So offensively, we, for whatever reason, have not been able to have success in the last 2 ball games. It's something we have to change. Believe me, the coaches are on the same page. The players understand the expectation. We have to perform.
Are you comfortable right now at quarterback?
You know what? We're playing a redshirt freshman that we completely trust, a redshirt freshman walk-on. So is that ideal? No, it's not how we mapped it out for the 7th game of the season. You know, it's not what we thought we would be doing as we sit here looking at FIU. But it's where we are. And I can tell you that we trust Evan. His teammates know how tough he is. And I think they know he loves them. And he's going to do everything he can to help us win this game. All good? All right. Thank you, guys.
Hey, good to see you all again. Don't have too much to say. You know, it's been a tough couple of weeks, especially this last week's been tough. We're just focused on this week, working harder, doing the little things right. We have some young guys that have stepped up big time on the defensive side of the ball and have shown great improvement week after week, and we're ready to get our confidence back going into FIU. Open up to any questions.
As a senior leader in preparation for FIU, what can you tell us about them, how you have to defend them before and the season?
You know, they got some good speed as far as their receivers. They got a couple good running backs that they switch in and out, and their quarterback's really their heartbeat of the team. You know, their offensive line is just like any other, but it lives and dies with their quarterback, so we got to get after him, just like Coach Bloom said. You know, I think we've improved week after week. We've stepped up to the challenge. You know, we always have something that we go into Sunday or Monday looking at that we wish we could have done better. But what has impressed me is we've accomplished that. The next week we step up and get what we want done, and you know, we just got to give a little bit more, focus a little bit more on the details. We've had young guys. I was mentioning Montero, he stepped up. Prudy, Chamberlain, they've all really impressed me. And on the D line, we've had Trey and Elijah step up big time. Just really rose to the occasion and gotten after it. So.
The pressures, the sacks you get on the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
These guys we'll be facing Saturday, 6'3", big quarterback, return quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of talk about that. What you would like to see the numbers.
Yeah, definitely.
But you guys have been showing and seeing the pressure at the quarter.
Yeah, you know, it's something that I think the D-line just needs to improve on in general. We haven't got as much pressure as we wanted to, and, I mean, it falls on me. And I think that that's something that our focus is this week is getting more pressure on, especially on this quarterback. I mean, he's, I think, 10th in the nation as far as his completion percentage. So we need to make sure that we're getting his face and hit him early and hit him often and slow him down. Thank you, guys.
What's up, guys? Good to see you all again. You know, talking about the offense, we see the score, we watch the film, we see all the games and everything. We know that we haven't been playing as well as we need to play, quite obviously, and we haven't been doing all the things our coaches need us to do. And, you know, a lot of that falls on us players individually, just taking the things that we're working on. You know, we work so hard during the week, we just got to transfer that work from practice during the week to the games on Saturday. I think we need to play with some more confidence and kind of get back to how we were feeling earlier in the year when we were playing a lot better. You know, especially with our defense, who has stepped up recently in some games, has been playing a lot better. We really just got to hold up our end of the bargain and start playing better football. So with that said, I'll open up to any questions. I mean, I think the biggest thing would probably just be confidence. I think we've lost a little bit of confidence on the O-line in particular. But with that said, we just got to keep coming to work every day, have to play this game with confidence. You can't do it if you're not confident in yourself. And obviously, we have a lot of confidence in the plays that we're running, what we're trying to do. Like I said, it's just a matter of doing it. And we had a really good day of practice yesterday. We're going to put together 2 more days, today and tomorrow, and Thursday as well, and go out and gain that confidence back this week with a win.
I mean, no disrespect to any Conference USA teams, but you know, you go out against Fly, Houston, they're able to get a push. But did you maybe struggle against a team like Southern Miss, for example?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had just a deadbolt answer of exactly what's going on, but I think it just kind of comes down to our confidence, communication, and working together. We just got to get better.
What have those conversations been like among Joe and other offensive linemen? You talk about, you know, the conversations that the defense is having, that the whole team is having, but specific to the offensive linemen, what are the conversations like?
Just keep working. We just got to, I mean, that's all we can do in this situation is just, you know, work harder than we have before, keep working together. Don't start throwing each other under the bus. Don't start pointing fingers. Stay together and keep working. That's all we can do.
I think it's the level of physical play along the offensive line that better, or you work on team.
Say one more time, sir. Sorry.
The level of physical play along the offensive line is better. Or you think it's where you want to be?
No, I think we do need to play more physical on the offensive line, starting with me, and then you know all 5 of us. We need to get a better push. We need to not just come up on guys and you know lock on. We need to actually move guys out of the way, so that way we can get a push and open up some lanes for some really talented backs that we have.
What did you like what Evan did in his first appearance? I know he played a lot more than y'all thought, but as a line, I know you wanted to do better, but what did you see that he did like in Evan?
I mean, he's an awesome guy. He's an extremely hardworking guy. Since he stepped foot on our campus, he's just been, you know, kind of a guy that can lead with his actions, and just with his work ethic. You know, he's really smart. He's always doing the right things. And we have a lot of confidence in him.
Anything else? Thanks, everybody.
Thank y'all.